everybody, and welcome to a new episode of
Corey and Kevin Talk About Nothing.
Yeah, that's right.
Yes, hello.
If you're tuning in for the first time,
I'm Corey.
I'm Kevin, and welcome to our podcast talk show.
Yes, welcome.
This is like our third episode now of being live.
Yeah, this is our third one. I mean, it's exciting.
This is our 79th episode, though.
Yeah, their 79th total episode, which is kind of
going to be updated very shortly. Sort of messed up the...
Oh, yeah, that's okay.
But anyways,
Yeah.
So if you're, tuning in to if you tuned in to last week and you watched the same movie, let us know.
Yeah,
We'll be going over a movie later.
absolutely. Yeah, let us know the details of if you did watch the woman in the window. Let me know how you feel about that one.
Oh,
Yes, because that's what we watched last week.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that's funny.
that's funny. So I mean, if you watched it, let us know. Shoot us an email or something.
Yeah. So this week, since we finished Kim's Convenience,
Yes.
we had switched to a new show.
Okay.
Or not a new show, but rather go back to a show that we just didn't finish.
Okay.
So
What'd you watch?
we rewatched season 4 of Silicon Valley and got re-updated to where we had last gotten off that train.
All right.
And now we're like halfway through season 5. So
Nice. So you guys put a hurting on it then.
yeah. It's just very quick, quirky, funny. It's content that you don't see anywhere else just because it's all tech stuff.
Yeah. Okay.
It's all like pretty current tech stuff that they talk about too, which is fun.
That probably makes it a little bit more enjoyable. Mm-hmm. I mean that's pretty big.
Coming from a tech background, yeah, I laugh at stuff because in one episode, this character Gavin Belson, he's like this billionaire CEO, or whatever, and he's giving this speech to this audience, and he's talking about the hardware, and he like gets very specific of what it's called, like the NVMe RAM and like all this stuff. So he's just blabbing about stuff, and it's so funny because if you don't know about that tech, you're just speaking gibberish.
Yes, yeah, for sure.
It's just such a quick, quirky show.
Gotcha. It's something that I have some tech background, but would I enjoy it as much as you do?
Oh, absolutely.
Okay,
yeah.
Okay, perfect.
It kind of when the first season came out, I was I was doing like my website thing, and then I was like, oh man,
this is it,
I totally want to get in the ground floor or something, and there's this company looking for like a salesperson from, they're an Indian company looking for a sales representative in the United States.
Yeah, okay, all right.
And so I even had a Skype interview and everything. I got the job, but then it was like a big joke because it was basically like all commission based. Like you were not paid unless you sold it, and then it was ridiculous items. So, anyways.
Oh, okay.
But it was really funny because I got such the startup vibe where I'm like, oh man, I want to be involved in this industry, and so I even got like kind of like a job, and then I just stopped talking to them, and I got a real job.
Yes. Started working to actually make money.
I started working regularly.
Yes, I got it.
I didn't see a future. I was like, I broke anyways. Like, how are you expecting me to book flights? And
absolutely. Yeah. I mean, you have to, if you're going to sell something, you have to be able to, show up and be there for it. So
they're like, you are the USA sales manager. I'm like, whoa.
Yes. Okay.
This is moving fast.
Yeah. So you went from starting out to all of a sudden having full blown power to being a manager in the U.S.
Yeah, that's why I was like, this is too much.
Okay, so was it?
How did I get it?
Was it shaped like a funnel?
Huh?
Like a reverse? That's so funny.
Man, that would have been awesome. I got involved in a pyramid scheme.
Yes. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, you didn't know.
I didn't know. Well, if anything, I got them.
Yes.
I just stopped turning those Skypes.
Yeah. But then you didn't get paid though, did you?
Well, no, I didn't sell anything.
Yeah.
I emailed a few companies.
Okay.
And basically said the exact same thing because I said, I could go around mom and pop shops and push this cool product out.
Yeah.
And they're like, okay, well, here's the pricing tiers. I'm like, nope, nobody's ever going to pay for that.
Oh, is this crazy pricing?
It was crazy pricing and for like the most simplest NFC technology.
Oh.
Which people barely even use now. So
yeah,
really,
absolutely. Yeah,
it
for
really
sure.
didn't take
so,
off.
Yeah. So you probably, you made a good decision there.
Yeah, but that's so season 1 of Silicon Valley. I've rewatched just that season before.
I'm trying to think. Who's the other guy? Who was the friend?
Thomas Middleditch is like the main guy.
Wasn't there a friend that like was dragging everybody down, holding everybody back? Is how they felt. Like wasn't letting anybody like move on.
Well, there's Erlich Bachman. He is T.J. Miller.
Yes.
He's the basically like he can be really good at things, but he's very arrogant, rude, and bullheaded.
Okay.
And it's
all right.
Perfect T.J. Miller stuff. Unfortunately, T.J. Miller, I guess, like maybe he became like a crap person in real life. He got written off the show, so he's
gotcha. Okay. I was gonna say because I mean I remember he was part of the show because I thought I seen first season 1, but I couldn't. It's been so long. I can't say that I've like.
Yeah, he's all the way through.
Much. That's the problem.
I'm pretty sure up to like maybe halfway through season 4.
Okay. All right.
Or it's the very end of season 4. I watched it. I still don't remember.
Yeah.
I'm like packing too much in though. I'm excited though because there's only it only goes up to season 6.
Oh, okay.
So as soon as we're done,
you're done.
We're done. That's another one off the list.
That's true. That's a big one. That's your own list. That one's
right.
Somebody else's.
This is our own list. Cleaning up, what's been started. Which, I had thought about that with going back to Silicon Valley. We're like, well, what else should we go back to? And Spida recommending Mr. Robot. We're like, you know what? Maybe we'll go back and finish it because that's over too. At least you have
an ending.
Yes, yeah. And I've said before, like we're binge people. We don't.
Gotcha.
I'm not going to come back season after season.
I
did that with Lost.
That's the last one.
Maybe Breaking. Yeah, we watched Breaking Bad live.
Oh, did you? Okay.
After season 3 though, like we were Breaking Bad the whole time.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
Because you got to binge.
That's true. You have to you have to get sucked in.
It's like basically TV shows have to drop their first 2 seasons.
Yeah.
And then go work on season 3. I'll consume that media very quick.
Truth.
And then that's time for you to do 3 and 4. Come on, just start knocking these out. I'm not a big fan of watching Netflix shows where I blast through all of it and I have to wait a year.
That's true.
Now The Circle, because we did finish. The Circle.
I was waiting for this to come out. Okay.
We did finish The Circle and it was awesome. I had so much fun.
Did it blow your? Could you tell what's happening from the very beginning?
Well, I mean, it's these people that are in a house.
Yeah.
They have influencers.
Yeah.
And there's people that leave, and then there's like the top 3 spot.
Yeah.
And then at the final episode, they reveal who is like the top person. But the way they like,
but they vote each other out and stuff, don't they?
Yes, but there's still like alliances. There's still ways to get to like. Yeah. And it's actually kind of wild because one of the characters even was like talking about doing it, and I was like, oh man, you could almost like not guess who would be the top person at the end. Basically, because everybody's throwing off the average. Everybody's throwing a curveball so that they could possibly be inched towards the top.
Oh.
So instead of voting their friends number 1, they might vote them lower to see, because if they're thinking, well, if they're going to vote for me, maybe they're putting me at the top. So if I vote them lower, that brings them down. So, I mean, the whole strategy of it, I was like, oh, man, there's so many ways to go about this. It's crazy. But the ending was awesome. So at the very end, like, certain amount of players, I think it was like the last 5 or 6, they they're all safe, and then they find out who the top 3 are in the next episode. But they get to go to a dinner and actually see each other for the first time, right?
Yeah.
So like there's this girl Chloe who has like professed her love to this other character. And they get to meet, and it's so funny because it's just like, this whole time. You're like, oh, this is going to be hilarious when you meet,
Wow.
Because they could be catfishing.
They can, absolutely, 100%, yeah.
So it's very fun.
But as the watcher.
Yeah, but the reactions of these people
are the best part. 100%.
So
yeah.
Because usually you could get to like the ending of certain like reality TV shows and skip ahead. Like you don't want to see like the BS. This is just all the fun. So it was great.
All right. As I say, because when we watch a challenge and stuff too. I mean, there was parts to where I was over the drama stuff.
Yeah.
So I just would skip through, just watch challenge after challenge after challenge. That was a lot more fun. I mean, honestly, I mean, and you would still get in a half hour of the show. It's still a half hour, but the other half hour of the 40, actually the other 20 minutes of the show,
right? Yeah, you're just
is drama.
The useless drama.
Man,
right.
I just hated it. That's why I think it's weird that I did like the Jersey Shore. I mean, I got sucked in the Jersey Shore, and that's just all drama and BS the entire time. You know, there's not, that's literally it. I mean, that's it. So,
I've ever since I read the first few pages of that Office book and how saying basically we owe it to reality TV because those shows would not have been made without reality TV. So I feel a little more comfortable being I like this circle.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. As I say, I mean, like I said, it's still weird. I mean, I still am digesting you saying it.
Yeah, right. This is not the typical show we discuss, right?
No.
But
not hating
right. So getting to that because our original conversation was about how Netflix drops everything all at once.
Yeah.
Well, I'm guessing it was because of COVID, but they're already filming or we're done filming season 3 for the Circle.
Really?
So so I'm pumped. And the building's big enough that I'm Jessica was like, I wonder if they even have multiple ones being filmed anyways, because really it's not that many people.
Well, yeah, absolutely.
It's
I mean,
one location, if you have a whole building, then
yeah, why not? I mean, well, that's the crazy part too. I mean, because if you think about the game shows, I mean, think about how many contestants are actually not even they're filmed but not even aired.
Yeah, right.
So I'm just saying. So I mean, that's another thing too. So there could be multiple seasons and the best of who was filmed gets to actually make TV. That's the crazy part because it's not like a Survivor or something like that. Because Survivor, I think you just take whoever the 20 people. Those 20 people are going out there surviving on an island, no matter who you are, what your situation is.
How many seasons of that show?
It's been forever, and I love.
I think it's older than me.
No,
I'm just kidding.
Impossible. But anyways, yeah. But I really do think that show as a reality TV show, generally, I love that show. It gives you just.
I never watched it.
You never watched Survivor?
Watched it.
I'm telling you, the nicest part is because you do your drama and your stuff like that. Okay, but why I like it because there's hidden immunities. There is things in the because it's actually a game. So you're surviving on an island.
Yeah, you can win.
Well, yeah,
games for real food and stuff.
Well, yes,
right?
absolutely.
Yeah.
So there's a bunch of stuff. So you're surviving on water and rice. That's what you're surviving on.
Yeah, it's always fun to see the pictures of these people coming back and you're like, damn.
Well, this one guy, man, he won in. And I'm not gonna say he was out of shape, right?
Yeah.
And he came back. I mean, this guy looked like he worked out for 3 months. I mean, coming out because he hiked everywhere. He was also, I will say,
no other opportunity.
No,
that's all opportunity.
Yes, he's also a very sneaky snake. Okay, so
sneaky little snake.
He's a little snake. And he's sneaking all around. But so he would actually So when I said about the humidity, the hidden immunities. Okay, so what that is so you'll get a clue. So your team won something. Okay, and then all of a sudden you as a team get to go celebrate that dinner you're talking about. You're eating steaks and all kinds of stuff. They'll cook you full blown great meals.
Sweet.
Yeah. So you go all out one night. So then you go home, and then the next, then if you keep winning, you don't lose anything because you're just eating any food that you want to anyways. It's crazy. So
that's crazy. Okay.
So but there's days and stuff that you don't it's you know what I mean. I think it's a weekly thing, but at the same time though, your weekly thing, and then you take all the scraps home, so you're still eating that same food for the next 2 or 3 days. You made one meal rice, and then the rest, the other meal. Everybody goes on to 2 meals. You know what I mean? But there's still fresh fruit. There's bananas. There's kiwis. Right. So there's stuff that around.
You gotta watch out how much that you eat. Though.
Well, absolutely. So that's the hard part too. So you know what I mean.
I watched Castaway.
That's funny. Wilson.
I'll cry to that movie.
No, yeah, well, I bet. Yeah,
Wilson.
Yeah, Rohan.
I would also cry.
But anyways, so when you go on to these dinner things, these things, you somebody get a clue. Well, a clue is where they hid one of those on the island.
Oh, okay.
So you as a person, well then this is the choice you make. You can go by yourself, and the problem is everybody watches you. Nobody has anything to do all day.
Oh yeah, right.
So you're getting watched. All of a sudden you sneak off. Well, all of a sudden that guy over there could have a hidden humidity. I can't say the word very well, but anyways, so then all of a sudden he goes, and then if he comes
hidden immunity.
Immunity. Immunity. Yes.
Immunity.
Yes, because it's like you're immune to getting something.
Yeah.
So like that's
that makes
the whole thing.
sense.
So what that is too.
You like dig a hole in the sand and bury it.
Well, you can. But if you lose it, you're screwed. Or somebody sees you because
they can steal it.
Yeah, absolutely. It's whoever. This is how it works. So
Whoa.
it's when
That's dirty.
So when you walk in, like this is how like the you send people home is you go up and you go into a thing and then you actually have a conversation about stuff and then everybody writes their name down on a piece of paper and you come back and then the host goes up and says, well, this person's the last day here.
Yeah, and then they just and
then they put
torches,
the cap
right?
on. Yeah, it's torches. Yeah, so it's pretty cool.
I feel like I've seen like snippets like so many snippets.
Well, that's where the curveballs happen because all of a sudden you're going to go vote somebody out. So then he'll say before he reads the names, does anybody have a hidden immunity that you want to I want to throw an H in there. I don't know why, but
humidity.
Yeah, it's weird. I don't know why. But do you guys have one of those idols? So then all of a sudden you're like, yes, I do, because you know you're getting voted out, right? You get arguing with somebody and they're the big clique. So every vote, every name that you have in that list is actually canceled if it's your name.
Oh, okay.
So all of a sudden, let's say there's 10 people. 9 of them are voting you out, and you use
one person
that he voted out is actually out of the show. So you're like, that's where the curveballs go happen.
Yeah.
So this dude Boston Rob, man, he's the king. He will win a lot of things. He actually gets close, I think. He's super athletic and stuff, but that guy, he's like probably the most followed and like the biggest quote unquote celebrity outside of the Survivor because of just his gameplay. He's done like 3 or 4 different ones. I mean, he's been really involved.
You're allowed to come back on and everything.
Well, because it's like they'll do like just like the challenge. You know what I mean? The champions. Like the champions versus the rookies. They'll do things like that to where it's just but. So it brings back the old flavor of like people that come in and they're like, oh, I love the way they played the game because they did this, and this, and all of a sudden
I'm gonna partner with them.
Exactly, yeah. So now these different alliances and stuff. So it reminds you just like the circle, at least like in that perspective. Not obviously.
Well, yeah, because you got alliances, you got to play.
Yeah, for sure. If you don't play it right, you're screwed. I mean, that's the thing. So
it's talking about Survivor. All right, so like we have another one that we've watched. We've watched a lot. Not like consistently or anything, and not like diehards about it, but Naked and Afraid.
Oh, nice!
That one is a lot of fun to watch.
I've seen that one too.
Because like, dude, you don't know who you're gonna get matched up with, and not even like it's hilarious just to stick 2 people together in a house, and watch them live together. You're taking away the house, you're taking away their food. And now you're just letting these people go out together, like
in their clothes.
You don't know how this person reacts stressed out.
Yeah,
like
yeah, it's insane. I think the clothes thing because I actually watched it. Me and my brother actually enjoyed that show too.
Yeah.
So we watched it together a couple times, and we talked about it. I mean, think about how you would feel. I mean, right now, me and you sitting here on the same conversation. We've known each other for how long we've known each other, but we had to sit here and do it naked, surviving on this. I'm just saying.
So I definitely feel like that would be weird.
Yeah.
But after a certain point,
you're right
because they're out there for like I think a month or something.
Yeah, I think it's like 20-some days. I think
22 days.
Yeah, for sure.
So I'm certain like after a while you're just like whatever.
Well, yeah.
It's like gratuitous at that point.
Well, and actually,
tuck that thing away, man.
Yes, absolutely. Yes.
Some people actually fasten.
Yeah. I mean, they make stuff. I mean, if you find the long enough, plants. I think too is that the TV channel actually wants you to do that to a certain degree. So like, yes, you're naked, but at the same time, let's have you make this. And then I'm not saying they make them for them necessarily, but I just think for like TV's sake, it's gonna be hard to blur the entire time out when you're doing that the entire time.
Imagine that's your job is blurring out private parts.
I mean that would be hilarious. I mean, think about how that would be every scene that you did, you'd have to do it. So if you just say, hey, quote unquote, here's some sort of idea for coverage,
Yeah.
So
have you ever watched Alone?
No.
Oh, dude, we watched the first season of that, and I think we watched like some other season. We might even watch another after that one. I don't remember, but they all start mashing together.
Oh yeah, so hard part. Yeah.
So these people go out, and now the first season was they went out to Nova Scotia.
Okay.
And to the woods there, and say there's 10 people, and they're all in different parts, miles and miles away from each other.
Yeah.
They drop you off. You have your equipment. And that's it. Like, you are literally by yourself. And they're taught and trained with camera equipment.
Okay.
They have like these huge boxes filled with batteries and cameras and extra stuff just for that.
Wow.
So they actually have to keep like a video diary of themselves, what they're doing, all that kind of stuff. And these people have no end goal really in mind, because it's whenever the last person drops out, and you have no communication with anyone. So now they do, depending on how long it goes, they do have checkups, and they do have like GPS phones that, like, if somebody's seriously injured, they can call, because there's definitely been, like, there's somebody who was taken out, I think, the first day. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, there's some people that just thought they could hack it but could not.
Yeah. Well, I'm on the extra. I just can't hack it, so I'm not doing it. I mean, that's the thing.
These are those like,
survivors.
I'm a survivor.
Yeah.
I've been doing survival training for this, and then like this one guy was like so adamant about bears.
Okay.
And he had this huge game plan. It's like the first night.
Yeah.
He heard a bear. Hey guys, I'm out. He's like,
really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Like, dude, come on, man.
Yeah. What are you doing?
Not saying like. I mean, if you truly feel like your life is endangered, yes, I get that.
Yeah, for sure.
You'd want to go, but
yeah,
talked a big game. You went. I'm pretty sure he went home like the first night.
Wow.
But anyways, they lived like they spent, I think, like way over a month.
Really survived that long
by themselves? Oh yeah, I mean they build themselves
way.
These most amazing huts where like they have fireplaces within their huts, dude. Oh, yeah, like the smoke is just going straight out of the top. They can cook inside because it gets cold.
Well, I bet.
Like,
so actually, but that heat, though, will heat up in their little thing. That's.
Yeah. There's a guy who, like, now, like, it's a mental game, too.
Okay.
Because you're literally by yourself.
Absolutely.
So you have to keep yourself. I mean, that's a long time, right?
That's a long
So even if you're, like, a loner.
Yeah.
That's still no human contact.
Yeah.
No messaging, no emails, no nothing. So. They do have mental health checkups, and they have like actual health checkups and stuff.
Gotcha.
Like certain checkpoints, like, oh, okay, it's been like 15 days. They'll probably go and track them down and all that stuff. And it's absolutely amazing. Now they've also done pairs where they drop people off. Now they've done that on Naked and Afraid too, where they actually have to find each other. Oh no, they have to do that. That's like normal.
I think so.
They usually have to find each other.
I don't know. I've seen
it's not a long track.
Yeah.
But there have been some where they're like the team ones.
Yeah.
Where they have to like meet up, and then some people never even meet up. Man.
No, they never find each other. I don't know how that happens. I mean.
Yeah. So on Alive, they had like these brothers. I think they were twins, maybe, but they wound up taking them like a day or two just to like find each other.
Oh, okay.
They're literally like miles apart, trekking through some crazy stuff, and then they wind up like building a boat out of like their tarp and all the stuff, and they're both like they whittled paddles and like they went out themselves with it.
Wow.
And like that's the part that like gets me excited, because I think about resourcefulness as well. If I'm out, because you're allowed to use like any trash that you find, you can use.
Oh,
some people have found like shit that's washed up shore, like pots or bottles, where they could clean them out, and then now they have something to put water in.
Gotcha.
Stuff like
Yeah.
Because you can only take a finite amount of stuff, and it's got to be within this list of things.
Yeah.
So you can have like a fire starter, one tarp, fishing line, like all that kind of stuff.
Gotcha. Okay.
But something breaks out there too, Yeah. So it's just absolutely stunning what people will make, because if you don't have food coming in and you have a calorie deficit going on, and you're going out there working, well, you can't recharge. So you're like just beating yourself down. Well, this one dude, he was like, I'm going to catch all this fish and I can smoke it, and I just have fish for a while now.
Yeah.
It's basically preserved. But he rationed it so much. He lost so much weight, they actually had to take him out. He had food. He had food in his place, but he had it in his mind that he needed all that food to keep going. And he just wasn't eating enough.
Wow.
Yeah, so they pulled him because they're like, dude, you need medical attention, man.
That's crazy. Wow. To say, tell him to eat. Like,
well, yeah, but it's not at that. Like,
at that point, it's too late.
You need like an IV bag of fluids, man.
True,
like it's too late now.
You need nutrition now.
Yeah, like, bro, dried up fish ain't gonna save you now, man.
Yeah,
so it's true. But it's funny because you start to see that mental degradation start happening where maybe they're letting things grow, beard wise or hair wise. Maybe they're not doing anything anymore and they're just looking a bit wild. Or the days that it's rainy and they're just stuck inside and they have the camera going and they're just staring off. You're like, I hope that one's okay.
Yeah, absolutely. Yes, yeah, that could be very troubling right there. Yeah,
like, you're gonna go through some personal things when you're by yourself out there. There's some unfortunate stuff that happens where this one lady like accidentally, I think it was her fishing hook, it caught her and she had first aid stuff, but it wouldn't stop the bleeding. And if you bleed out so much, like
you're done. Yeah,
it's like you've got to make the right decision.
Yes,
there was somebody who ate something bad, and for like days they were like puking and crapping and
wow.
Nope, you're out too.
Yeah, you need fluid. So absolutely. Yeah. Yep.
So it's absolutely amazing what these people not only can build and do, but man, every single one of them are going to be in a deficit. It's not like you have this huge stockpile of food. I mean, you can try, but you have no preservation.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Okay.
So like, you know what I mean? Yeah. So I mean, there's people that set up all these traps.
To catch food.
Master traps, and they never catch anything.
Oh.
It's just like.
That sucks.
But there's a stuff called heart of palm. You ever heard of it?
No.
I don't know exactly what trees.
Heart of palm.
Yeah. I don't know exactly what trees it is in.
Yeah.
But like there's some people that are like, I can't get food. But I at least know heart of palm is in this tree. So they'll like use all their strength, everything they got to hack up a tree and rip out like the centerpiece of a tree and eat it.
What?
It, like no joke, has like a ton of nutrients and it's got like water in there as well. So it's just
is it hard? Is it like a crunchy? Like, I mean, I just imagine it being like super hard.
I feel like it's like, well, it's not super hard. It's like moist because it's like wet.
Oh, okay.
There's like moisture to it.
Yeah. Okay.
But it doesn't seem like it's like super hard.
Got it. Okay.
Crunchy.
Okay.
I'll go crunchy.
Okay. Yeah. All right.
We'll look it up.
I'm just saying. I mean, a piece of bark. I mean, I'm not going to enjoy eating that thing. I'm just saying. Like,
there's like vegetarians that go out there and they actually live longer because they know what plants to eat, what not to eat, and can just scrounge.
That's
better.
insane. That's crazy. That's awesome. I mean, that would be cool.
Yeah.
Actually, somebody told me too that you should to know how to survive and like it's like some guy talking about it, that you should actually be a vegetarian for like 6 months.
Yeah, it makes sense.
Just to go out there and just know what you can, what like your body, like what you can have and how it makes you make your body feel. So if you're out there, I mean, the thing, you have to survive. So things that you have to do is survive. You know. So I mean, you have to be able to know what you to eat and stuff. So I'm like, that's actually, you said that. I'm like, well, it's actually. I mean, he said that. You know. I mean, right. So I mean, pretty smart.
I was watching Community, and it was one of the episodes with a hot air balloon. They get stuck in the woods.
Okay.
And, Jason Alexander shows up with the berries.
Yeah.
And they start tripping out. That is one. And then, oh man, later on in the episode, Jeff's like, all right, here's what I'm thinking. And then Britta's like, I'm thinking we could take them too. I took 4 more berries. Who's holding? I was like, of course, Britta's that way.
Yeah.
But yeah, alone is just like, it's just an impressive feat because you could actually say it's more legit than Naked Afraid, not just because of the length of time, but there's no camera crew.
Yeah, absolutely.
Now, I've read like on most of Naked and Afraid, the camera crew actually has different, like they set up campsites that are far away from them.
Gotcha.
So they'll actually have them set up camp and then they'll go away.
Inside of camp.
Yeah.
I guess because they can always leave a camera there. You know what I mean?
Well, they do. They usually, because that's usually when the people have their own cameras and whatnot. And it's reality TV, so you can only trust as much.
Yeah.
So it's just like, dude, there was like this lady on one Naked and Afraid who was like crazy. And she was with like these, she met up, it was like one of those team ones, and like you can like split off.
Yeah.
If you want to, because you don't have to stay with those people. And she went with these 2 other guys, and she like just wound up like chucking all like somehow. Like, they asked her to leave because she's, like, getting crazy.
Okay.
She, like, took all their tools and threw them in this, like, big pond lake type thing. Like, that's so messed up. Like, you're taking somebody's survival tools and
wow. Yeah, that would be
so I feel like Naked and Afraid is the more drama.
Yes. Yeah.
Alone is just like, I mean, whew. And what's cool, though, if you win.
Yeah.
They'll get your like spouse or whatever to come, and when they come to announce you, they come in, so that way like they get to see where you lived for all this time.
Wow,
it's so cool.
Yeah, that's awesome. That'd be
cool.
Super sweet.
So not only you've been like $100,000 or something like that.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So that'd be okay.
Not to mention some freaking bragging rights.
Oh yeah, you survived 2 months in the. I mean,
Yeah. I survived like 120 days in the wilderness. No big deal.
Yeah, it's fine.
It's fine. Totally fine. This dude made.
Yeah.
All right. So that's what I was getting at before. It blows my mind what people can create, especially out of whittling wood or just some fishing line or anything like that. I mean, this guy made this really cool little paddle boat.
Yeah.
That you wind up.
Wow.
And it has a trap on top. So like it would lure fish, and then he would just have to pull the string to pull the boat back. But it was basically like it would wind up, and then it would like just go out by itself. Like it was amazing.
Wow.
Engineers.
Yes, that's impressive.
Yeah. So it's just, and that's one thing about the zombie apocalypse and post-apocalyptic stuff that I've always enjoyed is like, what can you scavenge? What can you build out of nothing?
Yeah.
You know, like I always think when I'm driving by and I see stop signs that have the solar panels because they have the flashing lights, and I'm like, I'd be taking those solar panels.
Yep, absolutely.
I'd be taking car batteries. I'd be taking, I'd be like this. Hey, you see Walking Dead, they're passing up so much stuff, and I'm like, you're building a community. Like, you can have a huge bank array, array of power anywhere you went if you wanted to.
And just use your brain.
Yeah, use your brain.
Yes.
I mean, that's why I really liked Alice in Borderland, because the beach, was like, hey, this is how you do it.
Yeah.
The tools are all here. They might have taken like electronics away, but there's still old school ways of doing stuff.
Absolutely, 100%. Yeah.
So I just thought, that's where The Walking Dead kind of missed me, because they focus so much on zombie killing and these enemies.
Yeah. Always.
I'd like to see like how the communities are built.
Yes.
What are you using for power?
Yes.
How are you building your gardens? Like, what are you using for tools and stuff? And like, it's, I don't know.
Yeah, I think that would be cool.
Yeah. There was this wild show. I think it was on Discovery. They were only like
great channel, just so you know. But go ahead.
Trade channel.
Great channel.
Great channel. Discovery.
Yes. Yeah. Discovery.
Okay. Cool.
For sure. Yeah. Sorry, I just love that channel. I mean, it's a good channel.
I can't think of what it was called right now, but it was basically took these people, and they all had a profession or whatever. I mean, it could be anything. Nothing pertaining to post-apocalyptic, but it took a group of people and forced them into one place, and they had to survive long enough to, I think it's like a couple of weeks, and then they have to trek to like the safe zone.
Okay.
And you're given like a junkyard full of stuff type of thing.
Yeah.
And then you could go out and scavenge too.
Okay.
And it was just amazing what people could make, because they had a windmill that powered an array of batteries that now they have power tools. They could go and drill everything up and not have to worry about things because they have power. They built this sweet shower system because of gravity fed, and they had running water. Like, dude, it was just absolutely stunning what a group of people with all sorts of different backgrounds could build. That's what I felt like,
Yeah,
that's why I love Alone. That's why I
love
absolutely,
Naked
and Afraid and all that stuff, because it's so like, what are you going to create?
Yes, absolutely.
What is going to best assist you in this adventure?
That is true. Yeah, I do like that actually. I never really thought about it in that perspective. But I do like that a lot actually.
Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah, I constantly have, as I'm driving around. Oh, make a note of that.
Yeah.
Oh, spotted another.
I'll send you my list.
Right. Yeah. Like, there's Doomsday Preppers, which I'm not a Doomsday Prepper. Yeah. But maybe I should. But you see some of those people's setups, and you're like, holy crap.
Yeah.
Man.
Whoa.
That's some intense stuff. They're taking like 4 or 5 shipping containers, digging them into the ground of some undisclosed location.
Absolutely, I'd never tell anybody. I mean, it's actually crazy. I mean that show that people were talking about, they're spending like $80,000.
Yeah.
To build this area. I mean, don't be wrong. It would be awesome if it ever happens. That'd be great to have. Right. But it's a lot of money to put up for. I mean, you'd be like Dwight and just eat. Make sure you stay up on your canned goods. You gotta slither up and eat all that.
Yeah. Speaking of Dwight, I'm getting a sweet Dunder Mifflin hat.
You're getting one?
Yeah.
Nice.
That's part of my Father's Day gift.
Oh, that's sweet.
Yeah, I'm pretty excited.
Nice.
It's like a ball cap.
Oh, okay.
Dunder Mifflin on it.
That's sweet.
I'll be selling paper to the masses.
That's awesome.
Dwight's definitely a Doomsday Prepper.
Oh, yeah.
I would love to. Like, it would be cool to have, because some of that stuff's just cool to have.
Well, yes.
Like, I'm not really like, the apocalypse is tomorrow.
But like a life straw. Like you I
have a life straw.
Exactly. Like those type of things are really sweet to actually have.
Freaking useful.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah. So, I mean, that like those type of things would be really, really, really sweet to see. Like to actually own. Like I should buy some. I mean, if I love them that much,
Well, they have like these really cool like survival packs on Amazon. Like you could just buy. I don't know exactly how much, but you just buy a backpack and all this stuff stuffed in. That's all like survival gear and stuff.
Gotcha.
Because then you just throw that backpack on and go out.
Yeah, that's pretty sweet. I mean,
it's not going to have many weapons.
No. Well, I mean, you can add stuff. Exactly. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Well, I was still throwing them in the bag, so I'm prepared.
Yeah.
So when I need them.
Yeah.
I need them.
That's funny. So way off track.
Way off track.
We just went reality TV
for sure,
like crazy.
But
circle.
Yeah, it's the circle. Absolutely,
full
back
circle
to the full circle. I mean, we're doing that a lot,
Yeah.
But you brought up Father's Day.
Yeah.
Right. So Sunday was Father's Day. And there's also a movie came out which I think played in. I never put 2 and 2 together, to be 100% honest with you. And then all of a sudden, then on Sunday, I'm like, oh wait a minute, that makes more sense. That's what happened. That's hilarious. Duh, idiot. But anyways, so it was Father's Day on Sunday. So, but we did watch a movie, The Fatherhood on Netflix, the new Kevin Hart movie. So, what'd you think? What was your personal opinion on it?
Well, as I get older, apparently I just get more emotional. So it was like a brutal movie to watch.
Thank you. It was a tearjerker, right?
Yeah, for sure. Man. That's they didn't let up at all, and I loved it. It was like a really raw movie to watch.
Yeah.
Plus, man, Kevin Hart, dude,
he killed it,
dude.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Phenomenal.
Yeah.
Especially like the beginning, because like you're just so used to Kevin Hart having these quick quips and funny things, or say even just the way he says things are funny sometimes.
Yeah.
And it's just like, here's a man who's broken down. Like he's not like, and he played it perfectly. Like you're like he's literally experiencing this pain.
Absolutely. You know what I mean? Yeah, 100%. And I think it played it very, very well. I enjoyed the movie a lot. I mean, there was definitely there's things, you know what I mean? I think the plot of it, I think, was a little bit. I love the movie. Okay.
I was gonna say, I'm on a weak spot. It's like, it touched me emotionally. I really enjoyed the movie.
I enjoyed. See now, okay. So let me say that. Okay, the end of the movie, I felt like it was very predictable.
Okay.
I didn't expect it, right? I mean, I expected it, and that's what I wasn't that's the thing. So that's why the rest of the movie was fantastic, and I still the ending wasn't terrible. It's just it's.
You've been watching too many thrillers.
I know. I think that's
not supposed to be too many twists in this.
Well, yes. Well, what?
Here's a twist. She's alive.
Yep, exactly. Wait a minute. Yes.
Zombies.
This has been her the entire time.
Yeah. You're eating Dennis. Yes. Dennis.
Yeah, Dennis. So, but like I said, I thought that literally the movie itself. I'm not even a father, man.
I know, right?
I'm not a father.
And
I didn't cry.
That's what I was wondering. Like, I'm like, I wonder if Corey thought this was supposed to be funny. I was like, I knew it was supposed to be a drama.
Yes, yeah, but
man,
I thought there would be way more funny parts. And don't be wrong, there was at the very beginning. There was a couple funny parts that I laughed at.
Especially his friends.
Exactly. So there was definitely like the talker. I mean, the guy that talks a lot. You know what I'm talking about? Makes me laugh a lot.
That's Lil Rel. The Tucker. The Croatian guy.
Yes. Oh my goodness. But but him.
Yeah.
I mean, absolutely. He made me laugh the entire time. I mean that and like I said, and it really was like. It was I don't know. It was a tearjerker, man. I didn't cry, but because I was close. I mean, don't get me wrong. You get the choke, you get the tear. I mean, I will say I was going to play video games afterwards, and I had to wait a minute. I wanted to give myself a time. I said
we went to Silicon Valley afterwards. I'm like, I need to laugh.
Oh yeah,
there are so many parts of that movie that like were just raw. Like it just like they didn't sugarcoat anything.
At all.
And it was like Jessica kept looking at me like, why are we watching this stupid movie? And I'm like, I don't know.
So that's why she made the comment earlier.
Because
she actually loved it, but it made her cry the entire time.
I guess as soon as like something happened, I look at her like, oh yeah, she's crying. But don't look at me either. Don't make eye contact with me.
That's awesome. Yeah. So I bet, and then also, I mean, it's being Father's Day, and you are a father, so I mean,
I know that's what I'm like. Like to put myself in his shoes.
Oh, it'd be insane, man. It'd be absolutely.
And I love that too because like there was so much doubt of his character.
100%.
How could he change? And it's just so unfair. Like I was getting mad too because I'm like, you're not giving this guy a chance,
an opportunity at all,
to even father this child.
Yeah.
So like I was very excited to see him just like keep fighting.
Yes.
And keep fighting. Yeah. That's what you do.
Absolutely. Okay. And do you know when I think that I actually not the most, but like one of my most emotional parts. I'm not gonna like say anything. I don't want to spoil too much. I mean, we have spoiler alerts on this podcast just because it's hard to talk about without some. Yeah. But
it's just the facts.
It's the facts, right? The scene at the end with her mom and him.
Oh, yeah.
That was rough for me. I don't know why. I don't know why that one got me. Like I just think it was all that built up animosity throughout the entire thing. I think what I mean. Like that whole situation, to where then I'm just like, whoa, yep, there it is. That happened. Like I don't know. I mean, it was just one of those weird things but it got me good, man. I really but that shows you that a movie to me is as good as what it is.
Yeah, it connects.
Yeah.
I mean,
exactly.
It definitely connects. And man, I'll tell you. Kevin Hart, dude, you could put him in anything at this point.
No,
because like he didn't have to be funny. He just was great.
I mean, phenomenal.
And it's awesome that he gets to
give it a shot.
Yeah. It's awesome to be able to do that.
Yeah. Phenomenal.
To be like, hey, I was in a drama that made people cry their freaking eyes out.
Yeah. A lot. Yeah. I mean, and actually, and people liked it. I mean, 94% of Google users, which I don't. Let me put my own in there. 71% on Rotten Tomatoes,
wow,
and
71%.
And then a 6.8 on IMDb, which is actually kind of shocking. That actually seems to be a little bit lower number than what I anticipated.
That's a lower Rotten Tomatoes than I.
But I wonder if honestly it was, and I mean this because I just felt like at the very end of the movie, like that, like. I just felt like that part was very. I expected that exactly that to happen.
I just think that's an unfair judgment. Not.
I get it
personally, just because like I can name you 100 different movies where you knew what the ending was going to happen. So
yes,
I'm just saying not to you, but like if somebody were to rate that movie like lower, it's like it's not about like that. It's the fact that this dude has fought for his kid the entire time, and when you thought he was going to give up, he's a good father.
He did not. So his decision was actually the same the entire time. I mean, that's the part.
Right.
When he was in the airport, dude, talking to his buddy, and he's learning Croatian.
Not even talking to him, dude.
Exactly.
He's like teaching him how to tell him to shut up.
Yeah. He's like, you'll like that. You are my friend.
Yeah. You're gonna have to tell me.
Yeah, and I love the fact that they still used it as he was leaving. That made me laugh.
Yeah.
So like that scene, I'm like, yeah, and then that's when I'm like, man, that's awesome because it really, in all honesty, yes, the decision was he was going to go away for a month, whether he did what he did anyways, because he was going out there to then.
Well, it wasn't even just a month.
Well, he was going. She was going to stay.
Well, yeah, because it was a month just in Croatia, and then it was going to be another month in London.
Oh, that's right.
After that. So it's like,
that's 2. You know what I mean? So 100%.
No way in hell could I be away that.
Oh,
no
yeah,
way.
Well, yeah. So that's fine.
My kid's coming with.
Yeah,
hope you like it.
Yep, 100%. Yep, I got a wife and a baby coming.
Now it's funny because parenting is all sorts of different, but an infant with a blanket in the crib, it's a huge no-no nowadays. So it's a little shocking to see.
Oh,
it was in there, but. Hey, how do you keep up with all of it?
Yes,
right?
that is true.
Right.
That is true.
It's just like ABC. I think. I can't remember what it is now. Basically, it should be nothing in the crib.
Oh, really?
Just the baby.
The baby alone.
Yep.
No pillows. No
nothing. Not for infants. Once they start, once they can fully roll themselves over, you can start put a pillow in there. And
okay, that's what I was gonna ask because I'm pretty. Doesn't she have a pillow in her?
She's not an infant. She's a toddler.
Okay, so infant. Sorry. So you have a baby. To me, they're like infants until they're like
yeah.
yeah. No, they're 10.
Right. Yeah, you're still.
Yeah.
I mean, she's my baby.
So yeah. Oh yeah.
Always gonna be a little baby. But.
Oh, that's funny. So, but yeah, the movie was fantastic. I think the movie was great. Highly recommended. I'm gonna give it a 9 out of 10.
9 out of 10.
Yeah, thumbs up to watch. I mean, for sure. I thought it was fantastic. So that's my
9 out of 10. Wow.
But
I give it a 9 out of 10 too. Why not? Why not?
Yeah.
Yeah, I really enjoyed it. It's not. I mean, it's definitely not one where I'm like, let me throw this one on constantly because
it's not a comedy. That's
I'm
the
not
thing.
trying to cry my face out every day of the week.
For sure.
Maybe I am. Maybe I'll throw that on when I want to.
Yeah, you never know.
You never know.
You never know.
You never know.
And then this movie might come back to you in 16 years.
Yeah, right.
You know, you know what you've done for the past 16 years. You know, I'm just saying. So
yeah, it was really cool, especially get to just see it on Netflix, like a Netflix.
Oh yeah,
movie. So it's man, that's a good one to have in your arsenal.
Absolutely, yeah, that's for sure. So
congratulations, Kevin Hart.
Yes. Okay, but let's bring it back to a positive, happy state here. You know.
Okay. Yeah.
How was your Father's Day, sir?
Oh, it was awesome.
Yeah,
it was absolutely awesome.
Yeah, that's awesome.
I had a great time. My mom came over and we went to the zoo.
Okay, that's awesome.
Yeah, and then which they just opened a brand new part of the zoo. So this is our first time getting to see that new. So that was pretty exciting. Yeah,
that's pretty special.
So that was a lot of fun, and then just came back and chilled and. We watched Silicon Valley. We watched that Fatherhood, and then watched more Silicon Valley.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
It was just really nice and relaxing. I had a lot of fun. It was a good time.
That's awesome. Yeah, so it was a good Father's Day there. Yeah. So you got your sweet Dunder Mifflin hat.
Yeah, that'll be coming. I'll be getting some slippers.
Did you guys wait for Prime Day?
Wait for Prime Day? No. It was like a Kohl's Cash or something.
Oh, nice. Gotcha.
I'm trying to think. Oh, well, I did actually get a really nice hoodie, too, from the Akron Zoo that Jessica got me.
Oh, that's sweet. I heard Clem got a sweet Lion shirt. Pretty sweet.
I know. I can't wait for her to wear it. It's going to be so funny.
Wow, that's awesome.
We did watch another movie, though.
Did you?
Yeah.
Is it the movie that you were talking about?
Yeah.
I see. I did not watch that one. I decided to watch. I finished what we talked about. So.
Oh.
I can finish that Kim's. You know.
All right. So we'll get to that then. Jessica and I watched because Clementine we were just winding down. We had this perfect amount of time. We're like, do you want to watch a movie? And she did. She watched the majority of it.
Yeah.
Jessica and I watched all of it, but it was Luca.
Oh, nice. Yeah. Okay.
Disney Plus,
yeah.
And it was awesome. It was really cool.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm always astounded by the animation. And
well, yeah, it looked fantastic.
It does. Yeah.
No,
It's really cool, and actually, we had gotten a Happy Meal on the way home, so she gets some chicken nuggies and some fries, and her toy was actually from that movie, so it's like perfect.
Yeah, that's awesome.
But it was just a really fun movie. It's like this like underwater sea monster that can come out of water and turns human.
Yeah, that's sweet. Yeah, so in the previews it shows him when he's like going up and down.
Yeah,
so he's like fish, and then coming up as a human, down as a fish, up. I'm like, that's awesome.
So cool. Yeah.
Yes, I definitely. I mean, I have Disney Plus, so I should watch it too. So
yeah, it was really cool.
Yeah.
But Kim's Convenience, huh?
No, all that. I finished it, man. So like the thing is, I mean, I'm not gonna lie. I mean, of course I enjoyed it. I laughed. I thought there was actually one more episode because I just felt like I mean, just like you said, at the end, I just wasn't. I didn't understand like where they were going with it, and then it just ended. Like,
yeah,
that was the weird part. I felt like they were driving in one direction, and then all of a sudden that direction just stopped and it went back this direction. I'm like, wait, what? And then it's done. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, I was actually a little frustrated. I mean, to be 100% honest with you.
Yeah, because there's no reason.
At all. There was nothing. Yeah, there was nothing. And actually, I just felt like the ending was, personally, I felt like it was forced. The show was going in a totally different direction. Everything was fine. And that's it. Like, I mean, I'm not trying to ruin anything, but the MS for the mom.
Yeah.
Like.
Uma.
Yeah. So that was very, like, I mean, it was a traumatic moment. It was kept getting brought up, but then there was like nothing that ever actually. I mean, what truly came from it outside of like the episode they talked about it? It was just something that was like brought up. Like,
well, I think it's weird because it's like they were told maybe like halfway through almost. That it was either getting canceled or ending because it just doesn't even seem like the writing made sense.
No,
that last episode.
What do you remember? Like, do you remember that that she fell? Okay.
Yeah.
She fell, and then nothing besides the father falling. That's what happened. So I'm like, wait, what? Like, so that was the whole episode? So they decided to put a chair in it? You know what I mean? So then I'm like,
both fell?
Exactly. Yeah. So it's like just weird. Like, I just didn't like the entire thing. Like, I understand him falling afterwards. It's funny. Ha, 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 right? And then it gives her a reason to blame it on him to get it, right? So I get it. Like, I understand, like, that whole dynamic of, like,
right.
People, you know what I mean? Like, so that's cool and all. But man, I loved it. I love the show. It was funny. You know what I mean? Out of all happiness, it's great. I'm just personally mad at the ending and where the writing went. That's my whole.
Yeah, because like the whole ending, of it being like this big dinner and then like having like this Sopranos type ending where they just like kind of head towards the back, and it's just like that to me is like the ending of a regular episode.
Yeah,
there was nothing significant. There was barely any closure of any storylines. And my biggest problem was the weakest character on the show, the least character arc, is Janet.
Yeah.
It's almost like even in that last episode, she's still the same old Janet.
Always.
Like, it's weird. Everybody else got a character arc. You had Jung, who was on the streets, and now he's looking at doing management positions.
Yes.
You had Kimchi, who just...
I mean, at the very beginning, he was kind of a slack off. Didn't want to step up in the program. I mean, step up in this business at all.
Right. So then, even Jung and Shannon having, like, she's escalated because now she's not willing to wait around anymore. She wants something serious. She wants to move on. So she's even looking to get out of where she's at. I don't want to ruin.
I know that's the hard part. Yeah, it's like,
it's just like everybody seemed to have like their arcs, and I feel like Mr. Kim always has an arc because like in every episode, it's like a learning experience for him.
Yeah.
Same with Uma.
Always. Yeah.
So, just felt like Janet's character totally was just written wrong to me. If you're gonna end the show, at least have some character development, and I felt like she got none.
Yeah, at all.
I'm just unhappy in general.
It's like, are you just griping about it? Because I 100% agree with you, though.
Yeah, it's just like I'm in Netflix. What are you doing?
Yeah, it literally doesn't make any sense. That's why I wish there was a way that I could, actually like talk about it. And you know what makes me, you know what the craziest part is about it? There's actually, I did go to the old Twitter today and then try to put a hashtag Kim's Convenience on Twitter. Okay.
Yeah.
And do you know there was not even a Kim's Convenience hashtag in there at all? I'm just saying, it just doesn't make any sense to me. I don't get it. I mean, I don't know. Maybe it was just that it was that bad of an ending. Maybe.
Yeah, it's like left people's minds.
Yeah,
it's just like
I see ya. I mean, I just don't get it. I don't know, man. I'm really, 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 really upset about it. I mean, and the hard part is it's how you gonna get Jung back. I mean, how you gonna get him back when he's not now? They're getting ready to do Marvel movies.
Yeah.
I mean, you lost that talent, and I think it was a huge.
Well,
huge
he even said because he actually griped about like the writing and whatnot, and like how they didn't get say in their own characters' stuff, and it's
ridiculous.
just like sounds like you owe it to them anyways. It sounds like he was willing to keep the show going. It's not like he got a Marvel deal and was just done.
See ya.
I mean, I don't know. It pisses me off.
Well, for sure,
I love these characters. So
absolutely, yeah.
We've been robbed. It's like you watched The Good Place?
Not all of it, but I've watched majority of it though.
We watched it so quick and it's so short that it's like, I feel like I was kind of robbed.
Yeah.
These characters could keep going. Not the way they ended The Good Place. I loved that.
Yeah,
like they did a great job with a start.
Did they really?
And finish.
Okay. I really have to go back. I gotta get it finished. I literally think I'm on the last season. I don't know why I quit.
Oh really?
Something else came up like that we were gonna watch on the podcast. And then all of a sudden,
it took over.
It just took over. And now it's gone. I don't know. And it wasn't even Kim's Convenience. It was something. It was a show before that. That's why I can't. I don't know which one it is. I have to go back and watch it. I mean, I watched a lot of that show. I don't understand what stopped it. I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't know.
I want a Jeremy Bearimy shirt, man.
That would be awesome.
Yeah, they'd probably make them.
Yeah.
It's like our time is off, so it's really weird.
Oh. Gotcha.
So I'm like trying to see like what time are we at?
Yeah.
Oh, got it. Like 57 minutes.
Yeah.
I thought it said 37.
Oh,
so like,
yeah.
Wow. Well.
That's funny.
So is that all? Is that all you've watched then?
Yeah. So I watched Kim's Convenience, that, and basketball's so long. So I mean that's the thing. So like that's I mean I can't. I literally. It has been an insane playoff season too. So like I mean it's been all over the board. Multiple game sevens, multiple this. So like even the things are getting dragged out because I can miss a game 1 or game 2. I mean I don't want to, but like if I happen to do that, I can't miss a game 7. I can't miss a game 6. If it's a series ending, you can't miss it. You know what I mean?
Some exciting games.
Exactly, it's hard. People are fighting. They're putting their entire season on the line right now. So I'm just gonna say this real quick that the Atlanta Hawks. Made it for the first time. Okay.
Seahawks?
Nope.
The
Atlanta Hawks. Not the Seattle Seahawks, but it's fine.
The Sea Boys.
Yeah, the Sea Boys. Yeah. Oh yeah. What show you talking about there? Spider. But anyways, so that happened, and then the Nets, which actually was like the favorites all season long. I mean, they have 3 huge All-Stars, but the main Kyrie Irving, which he's on the Cavs, right? I mean, you know Kyrie.
I know that.
Yeah,
name,
you know that name. So I figured you'd say that one. But Kyrie got hurt, so he twisted his ankle, can't come back and play.
I saw a tweet from LeBron saying that there were a ton
of injuries.
Like top player injuries.
Yeah, so that LeBron was really upset about how because the bubble got delayed, right? So the tail end of last season when the bubble happened, LeBron was upset that they were going back so soon. There really was not a huge break. Usually it's a couple month break.
Oh, I got you.
So there was no like a major recovery time. So what it was that he was nervous about everybody going back. So he was very vocal at the very beginning. Well, then, really, I mean, there was injuries and stuff throughout the entire season and stuff. But in the playoffs, I think he said the number was like 8 All-Stars were essentially hurt and injured during the playoffs. Yeah. But the thing is, though, I understand what LeBron is saying. I get it, and those guys they're all the time doing those things, okay? So I understand where he's going with it, but at the same time, I mean, like... I think if that was going to happen, it was going to happen no matter what. That's my personal opinion. And because, I mean, just to a certain degree, yes, your body needs time to do that. But the way that the league is to this day, and LeBron will be the first person to say it, LeBron will be the first person to do it, not say it because you're not supposed to, is they conserve, man. They'll sit out and like make up a small injury. Their shoulders hurt.
I gotcha.
So they're milking a week here and there. They're doing that, which is good. Like, I understand that the players need that. And a lot of people hate it because back in the day, Michael Jordan stuff, they didn't do that. Yeah. So if you're comparing it to the old days, I understand it. You played injured. You wanted to win the best record.
You got the flu. You're playing.
Exactly. I mean, Michael Jordan did it. He came out and scored 57 points with the flu.
I know. I knew that. That's why I said that.
Oh, got it. Good for you, bro. I like that.
Got some basketball stats for it.
Yeah.
Actually, on the circle, they had a challenge. They said, name these 3 basketball players. I got 2 out of 3.
Who are they?
It was Michael Jordan,
okay,
Dennis Rodman, so really notable.
Yeah, very, yeah.
I mean, that's not hard. And then Scottie Pippen was in the middle.
Oh, gotcha. I mean, that's a Michael Jordan 3 though. That was their big 3. Like, that's how they win championships and stuff with those guys. Scottie Pippen was his best friend. But anyways, so like, but like that's like. So I understand where LeBron's going with it. I really, really do. And I'm not trying to state that they don't. But like, so if you're gonna do that, do your management throughout this before the end of the season. Yeah. I mean, that's the thing. Like, but see, that's the hard part. Because then once again, if you go back into logistics, you're trying to place in your playoff series, so you know what I mean, you can get in. You want to play towards the very end of your season, and you may come down to the very last game for your second or third seed, or 1 and 2 seed. So you really have to play every game hard. I mean, so if your star player LeBron James is going to take a week off because his big toe hurts, it's hard to win and to get that higher seed. So, like, I understand where he's coming from in that whole perspective, because you shouldn't have to be forced to do load management. That's what they call it. I couldn't think of the word, load management.
Okay.
So you shouldn't have to be forced to do that, and that's what LeBron was upset about, essentially. Essentially, you guys don't want me to do load management, but you're forcing me to do load management. Is because of the fact that I had no break time to
no
heal.
Recharge,
and LeBron James is 36 years old. He's not a young man anymore. You know what I mean? So like for him to keep going out there to do this, he needs time, which I totally understand LeBron. Like I said, I'm not trying to hate. Everybody hates LeBron because of what he does, but at the same time, LeBron James, what he did for Cleveland, Ohio, I have respect. I mean Akron, Ohio, I should say. I just have mad respect for that aspect of things, and what he did for Cleveland. I mean, I'm a huge Cleveland fan. Go Cavs. Simply put,
a lot of stuff around.
He does. I mean, you have to. So, like, he's not. I mean, as a basketball player, yes, he was kind of. He made business moves instead of making player moves. Instead of staying loyal. People hate him for that. That's fine. But at the same time, you got to have respect for what he does as a human being. That's what he does. And he's also a great father, man. Yeah, that dude is a great father. So because his son Bronny is actually he's like coming up as a elite basketball player. Obviously, his dad is a guy, So it was very, very nice there. So he's making it in between his games. I mean, Bronny had a game. LeBron James had a game, got on a plane right after the game, flew home, watched his son play, and then flew back out to where his next game was after.
That's amazing. That's a good father.
That's a father right there, right? So I'm like, dude, that is awesome. You know what I mean?
That's really cool.
You know what I mean? It was a big game, so he probably said, "Hey, Dad, I want you there," right? Because it's a big game. Exactly. Yeah. So then he look, all of a sudden he's there, and he's there. So that's impressive, man. I don't know. Anyways. But yeah, that's that whole thing. But,
so that's what you've been watching.
Yeah, exactly. So that's what we're watching a lot of.
We're going to continue in Silicon Valley, and then eventually, I think it was a joke. Because
he's
going to talk about Mr. Robot again.
Oh, got it.
Which we're thinking that is one that we're gonna go back and finish up.
I hated his joke though. I do. Yeah, I do have to watch it though. So if that's what you're saying, I get it.
Now I'm bringing up the movie, a short animated show. Maybe.
Depending.
Tell me what it is. We'll see.
Yeah. We'll look into it.
The movie that I'm recommending that we watch this week. It's on HBO right now. HBO Max. It's called Kajillionaire.
Okay.
It's with Richard Jenkins and Evan Rachel Wood and I can't remember some of their names, but it's like a very quirky comedy.
Oh, is it
like
really?
An indie film.
Okay, all right.
It just looks awesome. So that's what we're gonna watch.
All right. Okay, I'm in.
Yep.
All right.
Oh, yeah. You are. This is like Impractical Jokers. You can't refuse. Oh. I'm just kidding. That'd be kind of messed up.
It'd be kind of messed up.
I'd make you watch a movie called...
I know.
Rad. That's it. Yeah, it's Rad. Just 3 letters. Actually, if anybody's seen the movie Rad, let me know. It is actually a 0% on Rotten Tomatoes. I'm pretty positive. But the audience score is like 99.
Are you serious?
Yeah. It is like one of the most polarizing. It is a hilarious film. Not meant to be hilarious, but
got it.
It's all about this kid who is gonna win this BMX competition and use this money, and it's like kind of long too. And
really?
It shouldn't be. It should be like a half hour.
But it's
not
like
a whole lot of.
It's like 2.
Yeah, I kind of want to know. All right, it's called Devilman Crybaby. Oh, I've heard about that. It's only 10 episodes, 25 minutes each. All right. I'm going to give that a shot. I saw that.
You saw a preview for it?
I didn't see a preview yet for it, but I saw something on like a snippet.
Gotcha. Okay.
Article, and it sounded pretty interesting.
Devilman Crybaby.
Yeah. So, all right, I'll look into that.
Okay.
But the movie the next 90% Rotten Tomatoes. There's other stuff that's sometimes highly rated. It is dog crap.
Dog trash.
What was that movie? I Care a Lot.
Yeah, dog water.
Dog water. Dong water. That movie is awful.
Terrible. I'm gonna keep saying it too.
I Care a Lot.
No,
not for that movie.
Not for that movie. That's awesome.
But Kajillionaire will be our next movie, which I'm very excited about. When I first saw the previews a little while ago, I was just like, "Oh yeah, that's."
I'm trying to remember. I'm pretty sure I've seen like the preview or I passed through it when I was like passing by something or something. I'm pretty sure because it sounds so familiar. I just can't put it I can't put a thing to it. So
you know what else is rated 90% on Rotten Tomatoes?
What's that?
Kajillionaire.
Is it really? Yeah. Nice.
So,
okay. All right.
I was just curious, so I looked it up. Have you watched Swiss Army Man?
Yes. Yes, okay. I have. Yeah.
All right. Spida, have you watched Swiss Army Man? And have you watched Old Boy yet? It's been a week.
Jeez, bro.
This guy usually takes, I think, a year and a half to watch my recommendations.
Yeah, absolutely.
Not saying I don't take a year and a half either.
But you know, hey.
I watched all your recommendations. But I'm excited for that one. I showed the preview to Jessica, and she's like, why have we not watched that?
Got it. When did it come out?
2020.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, I've definitely seen the preview. Do you know why? I think he said, not yet. I'll watch Old Boy this week.
Yeah, I will believe it when we see it or read it or hear it, whatever.
Yep.
However this works.
He
won't.
That's funny.
But you didn't answer about Swiss Army Man.
No.
Swiss Army Man is kind of labeled a comedy or something. I don't know what it's labeled.
It's weird.
It is one of the greatest movies I've ever watched in my life.
Do you know what upsets me is I did not understand what it was at the very beginning. I went into it not reading anything about it. It was on TV the first time. So all of a sudden I'm like, what is going on? Like, what is happening with this, right?
Yeah, Daniel Radcliffe is the dead body.
Yeah. So, yeah.
It is just one of the most creative movies I've ever watched.
Once I learned it, I'm like, oh, wait a minute. So I went back, loved it.
Yeah,
I loved it, for sure. So,
a cool fact about it is all the music that is done in the movie is done with just noises from people's mouths and whatnot.
What?
Yeah.
Like beatboxing?
No, not beatbox. There's no beatbox in that movie.
I was say,
but all the music that's made in there is like made with noises that they made, and actually made with noises that Daniel Radcliffe and Oh, come on. I love this guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, you keep thinking. I'm going to look it up.
Yeah. He's in the movie Prisoners. But, there you go. The Devilman has beatboxing in it.
Nice. That's what I'm talking about.
Spider, have you watched it? You just haven't even answered the question.
Oh, or I think
you just keep asking questions.
Is that the not yet one?
No, I think that was for Old Boy.
Paul Dano.
Paul Dano. He is a phenomenal actor. Yeah. I'm so pumped that he's the Riddler in the new Batman movie.
Yes, he is. Yeah.
Because he is just an interesting character. And no, I haven't seen it. Well, come on, man.
Yeah, get it together.
That movie came out, 2017 or something?
Oh, yeah.
Because that movie is
2016.
2016 is so good. It is so freaking good.
And
Jessica and I have rewatched that numerous times. That's like, so Jessica and I have certain movies that are just like, we get the itch to rewatch quite often.
Yeah.
500 Days of Summer, Mr. Nobody, Eternal Sunshine, and Swiss Army Man.
See, I haven't watched Eternal Sunshine for a long time. Is that on the Vudu?
Yes, that is actually on the Vudu.
Okay, so you say, okay.
Yep. So, all right, well, do we want to let these people go?
Yeah.
All right, we have our movie for next week,
yep.
Kajillionaire.
I want to be a Kajillionaire.
Is that some Bruno Mars?
Yeah, so freaking bad.
Spida has his homework. He's going to watch Old Boy and report back.
Yeah. See you Monday.
Yeah. We'll see you guys next Monday.
Absolutely, yes. And just a little thing, we are going to try to start doing it, schedule times, 8:30-ish on Monday.
Yeah.
Ish, keyword.
we made it.
Yeah.
I watched Mr. Nobody within a week. All right, that's awesome. I appreciate that. Mr. Nobody is just one of the best movies ever made. That's my next poster I'm getting.
Is it?
Yeah.
All right. I'll watch it.
It's got if you've not watched it,
no,
Spide will get it, but it has I like the minimalist posters.
Okay.
And this one just has 3 different colored dresses on it.
Oh, gotcha. Okay. All right.
It's so good.
Yeah,
Mr. Nobody. Just actually talking about it right now.
It makes me want to watch it.
We just want to watch it. It's mind blowing. It's a different movie. It talks about time, choices,
okay,
the universe. It's amazing. It's absolutely amazing. Actually, our Jessica and I, our wedding song that we danced to, it's Otis Redding. I can't remember the name of the song, but it plays in that movie. It's not directly from that movie.
Got it.
It's actually from like the 30s, 40s or something like that. But we heard that song and we're like, that's the song.
Okay.
But yeah.
Huh. All right. Well, yeah. Anyways.
Yeah. We're gonna have too many recommendations out there.
Yes.
All right.
So
thanks everybody for tuning in.
Yeah. Thanks guys for watching. I appreciate it. We'll see you guys next week.